Hi, good afternoon for me. Ciao moi noi, everyone. It's good to be here. I hope you enjoy this module. It's going to take you a little bit of time. There are two parts. I suggest you spend an hour on part one and then an hour on a different day on part two. So here we go. First, let's start with a warm-up. Why are we doing this? Well, I want you to think about your own experiences as a student in mathematics. Have you ever struggled to master concepts at your own pace? Have you felt that you were being rushed through content when you did not master the basics? How could you plan to help struggling students master concepts at their own pace and thrive in learning? These are some questions to be thinking about as you work on this module. So please stop and think about this for a minute or two now. Okay, let's move on. I want to talk about general education in the United States. There are 8 standards for mathematical practice, and elementary school teachers spend a lot of time learning about them and learning to incorporate them into their instruction. They guide how teachers plan instruction overall in all of the grades. So here are the actual practice standards. This is what we want students to do. Number 1, make sense of problems and persevere in solving them, because we know a lot of children give up too easily and don't understand that they need to work hard to figure things out. That's just part of math. Number 2, reason abstractly and quantitatively. 3, construct viable arguments and critique the reasoning of others. This means kids need to explain their thinking and be open to the thinking of others and to really think about the fact that there's many ways to solve problems. Number 4, model with mathematics. And that means using objects to represent math ideas as tools. It's similar to number 5, use appropriate tools. Strategically is more about knowing the right scale, the right measurement system, knowing basic ideas about the concept that kids are learning. And 7, 8, and 9 are good as well. Kind of going to run through them. Attend to precision, be careful. Look for and make use of structure. There are patterns in mathematics and you can look for them and they can guide you. For example, if I'm thinking of a problem where I need to solve 2/3 of 984, well, what if I do 2/3 of 9, just to get the basic idea of the structure of the problem. And the last one is look for and express regularity in repeated reasoning. There are patterns in math, like addition, counting by 5s. So those things are helpful. Okay, in a math semester, we would cover all of these. In this module, I want you to focus on the ones that have been starred and try to be thinking about these as much as possible. Now, what do teachers do? Well, in order to help their students, teachers first establish math goals to focus learning. Second, they implement tasks that promote reasoning and problem solving. Third, use and connect mathematical representation. 4 and 5 are important for us, especially facilitate meaningful mathematical discourse. You can get kids to talk about the math and pose purposeful questions is number 5. 6, build procedural fluency so kids are quick and they can be automatic. but they do it from conceptual understanding. They need to know the concepts first. 7, support productive struggle. Don't let kids get frustrated, but help them persevere in learning math. And 8, elicit and use evidence of student reasoning. Okay, on to your work for today or this week. First, you're going to go to the IRIS Center and you're going to look at information about high quality math instruction and evidence-based practices. You are going to see a list of questions that are shown here for you to explore as you use the module. And I want you in particular to explore this idea of schema instruction. Then for part 2, you're going to go to a different website and explore 3 different resources from that website. You're going to be using the NCII website, which has information on intensifying instruction, and we're focusing on math this week. So you are going to please watch opening videos for Module 4 and 5. And when you look at those opening videos, you get the basic idea of what they're all about, but then go on and choose part 1 or part 2 or part 3 from each module. So you have to do it twice. Okay, so I already said you watch the opening video, summarize very briefly, just a couple of points that you got, you remember what this is about. Don't need to be thorough, make connections to, oh, we did this in class last week. You can explain your ideas very briefly. Okay, then when you're choosing those parts, 1, 2, or 3, choose one activity to try, one from each module, explain why it is helpful. I think I had 1 or 2 activities and I changed it to 1. So explain why it was helpful or what the goal is. Explain what you want to remember when teaching the activity. Ask any questions if you have them. Okay. The last thing is you're going to go to one more link, which is sample lessons to support intensifying intervention, and look at one skill. Okay, so you're going to, oops, let me see. I think I mixed this up. That's it. You're going to look at one skill. I do have my slides out of order. Sorry about that. But you're going to select one skill like place value concepts. Let me get to that slide real quick. There you go. Those are the skills. Select one skill, okay, on those sample lessons. And just watch one video and explain what was useful. Okay, so that's the overview. Let me show you a couple of screen captures of these pages. Okay, so Module 4 is about explicit instruction. Has things like modeling, explicit practice, different types of mathematical representations. There's this idea of concrete, representational, abstract, which is a great sequence to help kids learn concepts, and so on. Module 5 is about building math fluency. This is a screen capture within the intro video of Module 5. Okay, and then the sample lessons. This is a screen capture of that. The overview video has 6 things to remember when teaching students with math difficulties. And then again, that is the list of skills to choose one for you to explore. Okay, so that's a lot of work. After you finish, I want you to feel that you accomplished something and wish you congratulations. We don't really have enough time to teach each of these subjects, but I'm introducing you to some of the big ideas in mathematics education for kids with learning disabilities. So thank you. That's it for me. Have a great week and be safe. Bye-bye.